hybrid deployment, hybrid hybrid deployment. Right now, what is the meaning of hybrid deployment? Let's say we are talking with respect to the company need. If you will join any company and if you are working into the deployment sector, either it can be network or security. If you develop a network, for example, let's say this is your network, right? This is your network. Now in this network, this is your company network, this is your company network, this is your company network. Here we do have internet, here we do have internet, guys. This is nothing but internet. Now in this network, as we have discussed yesterday about the subnetting, dividing a network into two parts. So let's say I have divided this, right? I have divided, I made it as a public and I'll make it as a private. Now now let's suppose in the public, if you are keeping something, let's say you are keeping your web server here, you are keeping your web server here. Now you are keeping something which is private here, let's say DBMS, database server, DBMS, database server management. It's a software which we are keeping into the private subnet. Now these resources which are there in the public, let's say if I'll just draw a red line here, this area will have the internet, this area will have the internet, right? This area will have the internet, this all area will have internet. But what about this area, guys? What about this area? Let's say this area will not have internet, this area will not have internet. Now what will happen? Let's suppose somebody from the internet coming, someone is sending a traffic from the internet, a request from the internet. First of all, it will go to public subnet. Why? Because it is public. And from here, if this public subnet resource, let's say if this web server wants to access something into private, it can access, but these people cannot access from the internet. Nobody can access this private stuff from outside, means internet. That is one thing that we had made it. So no one from outside can access, no one from outside cannot access the inside the private subnet. Nobody can access inside private subnet. But what if you need internet here also, you need internet here also. That is the best deployment you will ever see, guys. You need internet in the private also. Let's say you need to update your DBMS software, database management software, if you need to update, or else you need to upgrade, or if you need to download something in the private subnet, in the private, your requirement is in the private subnet, I should have the internet also. I should have the internet also. Generally, you will get the internet in public subnet because it is public. But you are telling I need internet in the private also. So that if the people from the internet, if they will come to this public subnet only. But if you need to go internet, you can go to the internet by using this public subnet to the outside world. In outside world, people will think, okay, the traffic is coming from this public subnet, but actual traffic will go from the private subnet. This kind of deployment I'm trying to show you today, and this will be amazing, guys, because if you say this type of deployment in the company, they will easily understand you have the experience of how to deploy the network resource in the company. I hope, is it clear to everybody what I am trying to tell you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Means you are creating a VPC. VPC is the private cloud. It is a network. You can say it is a virtual private network. Virtual private network. In that, we are creating two subnet. One will be public, one will be private. And then the outside world, if we need to connect with the internet, public we can connect. Public is okay, it is having public access, it can connect. But this private can also connect to the public. But anybody from here, if they need to check from where the traffic is coming. So it will always show the public, it will not show this private, never it will show. Nobody will come to know on the internet the traffic is coming from this subnet. This kind of deployment we need to make. So first of all, you need to understand how we are going to do it. For that, you need to create a VPC as we have created yesterday, one VPC. In that VPC, you need to create two subnet. One can be public subnet, one can be private subnet. And later on, you will be using multiple resource to make this public, this private, and after that you can use the deployment which I am showing you. So let's try to discuss the prior things before this deployment. When guys I said yesterday, whenever we were talking about the subnetting, so we have seen the subnetting of class C. Today we will see the subnetting of class B, and after that we will go directly into the deployment. If any one of you is having any doubt in the subnetting part, please let me know. When we say subnetting, so subnetting is dividing a network, dividing dividing a network into multiple multiple subnetwork. This is the subnet, right? Now, when I say class B, as you all know, in the class B, let's say if you take any IP address 172.168.20.1, this is nothing but it is IP address. IP address. But if you need to find out the network of this IP address, so remember in the class B used to be from 128 to 191 range. First of all, after seeing the IP address, you can find out the first octet says 172. It means that it belongs from B class. And in B class, as we all know, there used to be uh, two network and two host two
Host.
host. And if you need to find out the network, you need to keep host value is equal to 0. So this will have 172.168.0.0. This is nothing but your network. This IP basically belongs to this particular network, right? This network. Now, once we came to know this belongs to this particular network, now we want to create some subnet. Now you will be telling how many subnet you need. How many subnet you need, guys? Anyone?
So one subnet I thought.
One subnet. If you will be asking one subnet, so you need not to do the subnetting. One subnet means that will be the network only. Are you getting my point?
Okay, yeah, yes, sir.
If you will create one subnet means that will be that network itself. No division will be possible there.
Okay, so we need two subnet for one
Two
public
subnet.
and second one for the private, right, sir?
Perfect, perfect. So let's create two subnet, guys. And this IP belongs to class B. So we can say this will be network, this will be network. And these two I'll write here as a host. Now it belongs to B class. Now what we will do is network part we will be writing by the one, and host part, network part, we will be representing network part by 1, and we will be representing host part by 0. So here if I represent the network, 81 will come here, 81 will come here, 80 done. So if default network, if you need to represent this number of ones, you will calculate, and you can write this network in two form. The first form I'll write here. Either you can write the same network by typing 172.168.0.0 and you will count this number of ones. So total 8 plus 8 will come 16. Either you can write into this form, this is known as the CIDR form. Our second option is you can just write the IP address 168 or something IP will be coming. Let's say 20.1, this is the IP. And later on you will be keeping the subnet mask. So the subnet mask will come this into decimal. So decimal value of all one will be 255, 255. So it will be coming 255.0.0. So this both you can add here. This will represent your IP. This net subnet mask, this we used to call default subnet mask. This subnet mask represent that your IP belongs from this particular network. This calculation is easy. A number of hosts and all we can find out. Now you need two subnet. You are looking for two subnet. That is your requirement. It means that you will take the borrow. You will take the borrow 10, you will take it as a borrow. Once you will take a borrow, the same formula, number of subnet is equal to 2 to the power n, where n is the one in the interesting octet, where n is number of ones in interesting octet. So one number of n is 1 only, so it will be 2. 2 subnet we got. Now if we need to get number of hosts per subnet, means in one subnet how many number of hosts will be coming. So 2 to the power m minus 2, where m is the number of zeros. So 2 to the power how many zeros will be coming? This 70 and
15.
this 8, 15. 2 to the power 15 minus 2. How much it will be coming? 32,000 something will come, I guess. Anybody can find out the value? 200, 300,
32, 766.
32,
766.
766. After doing minus 2 also, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So 32,766 address will come in one subnet. That's so simple. Now, now the same thing we will see into the uh, uh, in subnets, both of the subnet. And now guys, now this value will get changed. This value will also get changed. This is 255, this is 255, but this is not 255. This is initially it was 0, but now it will get changed. If you will convert this value into decimal, it will be coming. How much it will come? 128, right? 128 this value will come. So now your subnet mask will become this, and your network, your subnets will be coming after counting these all ones. 8 plus 8 plus 1, 17 it will come, 17. So slash 17 you will write. Let's see now in the second page, new. So here let's say we have created two subnet. Now the first subnet is 172.168.0.0, in the number of ones if you will count it will come 17, right? And uh, in the same, the subnet mask which you have, which you got, it was 255.255.128.0. This was the subnet mask. This was the subnet mask. And you know, once you will take borrow, it will not consider as a the IP belongs to that class, because you cannot call it it is a B class because you have taken the borrow. So we used to call classless. classless. Once you will take the borrow, it will become classless. So it is classless now. So 255.255.128 is the subnet mask, which if you convert this into binary again, 81 will come here, dot 81 will come here, dot 11, and then 7 zeros will be here and 8 zeros will be here. So that is the calculation. Now if we are saying the IP will start from here, and in one we are getting 16,000 32,766 address here, 32,766 addresses will be coming here and here. Now what will be those addresses? What will be those addresses? So the address will start like this, guys. Let's say this is the first address. You can call it as a network address. By this address you will represent your subnet only. So this you can say it is my subnet 1 only. Now after that IP addresses will start. So first IP address will be 172.168.0.1, and then second will be 172.168.0.2. Like the same, it will reach to this 1 2 will reach to 172.168.0.255. Once it will reach 255, then it will give 1 here at the 0 place. It will start from 1, then it will come 172.168.1.0, and then again 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and this will reach now 255. Once this will reach 255, then it will become 2.2.0, 2.1, 2.2. Like the same, the IP addresses will go. So if you see, you can calculate here block size. We have a concept of block size. So if you see the interesting octet, this is only the interesting octet where 1 and 0 value we do have. So you will be getting the decimal value of interesting octet, and you have to just minus from the 256 always. 256 always. If you do minus, you will get 128. It means that the 128 it is showing, it means that one subnet is this one, then the second subnet will be 172.168.128.0/17. This will become the second subnet. Second subnet. Now how? Because till this third octet will start from 0, it will reach to 127. So the last address will be 172.168.127.255 will be the broadcast address of subnet 1, and after this it will reach to 128. Because the block size is 128, so you can easily divide. The third octet will start from 0 and it will reach to 128, and in each occurrence it will reach from 0 to 255, means 256. The meaning is so simple. If you will multiply 256 by 128, you will be getting the same value. You will be getting the same value. 128 times this IP will move from 0 to 255. It means that 256 total. 256 multiply by 128. So 128 multiply by 260 will give you the exact number. If you will do minus 2, you will get the exact value. If you do see, if I'll show you the calculation also, calculator, are you able to see the calculator, guys?
No,
128.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so I'll just share the entire screen now. So here I have written, I'm telling uh, 0 to 255 means 256 time it will start from 0 to 255 on each occurrence of 0 to 127, or you can say 128 total will come. 128. How much it will come? You have to do minus 2. Minus 2. This is the exact value which we are getting, 32,766. This is the exact value which we are getting here. Understand what is happening? The third octet, this third octet is changing once. Like if you are rewriting 0, so the fourth octet will start from 0 to 255. First 0 we have taken for the network, and after that 1 2 3 it will reach 255. Once it will reach 255, then the third octet will become 1. Once the third octet will become 1, then again it will start from 0. 0, the fourth octet will start from 0, again it will reach to 255. So 0 to 255, total 256 times the fourth octet is changing. In the third octet, once this will come, this will achieve 256 times, then it will become 2 now, and then 3, then 4, then 5, like the same it will become 127 at the last, because we are starting from 0 to 127. It means that 128 multiplied by 256, this is the number of hosts we will be getting here, and the same will come here also. So here it will start the IP address 172.168.128. Here it will become 1 in the last octet, 1 2 3 it will be coming, it will reach 255. Once it will be reach 255, then this 128 will become 129. Again it will start from 0 to 25, and then once it will reach 255, again it will become 130, and then again 0 to 255, then 131. Like the same, you will be getting these many addresses. I hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Any
Sir,
doubt?
this will also go to 255, sir.
Which
This
one?
number.
Yes, this will also go
Because
to
subnet, yes,
255.
subnet.
Very good. This will also go
Okay.
to, this will also go to 255, and the last one will be also going to 255. This will be the broadcast address of second subnet. Okay,
Okay.
so this is what we are doing. Now let's learn one more thing. Subnetting is clear. Subnetting is clear. Subnetting is done. Now we will be talking about public IP and private IP. So how much IPs we are learning before now, those were private IP. Private IP basically not reachable on the internet. Private IP will be not reachable from R2, from R2, reachable, reachable, not reachable from internet, right? And public IP is reachable from the internet. Public IP is reachable. Public IP is reachable from the internet to the internet both. I hope it is making some sense to you all. Is it making sense? Want to check?
Yes, sir.
Want to check both of the IP whether it is reachable or not? Public and private IP. Let's say if I need to get my CPC public IP, so I write here what is my IP. What is my IP? Or else I can go to the Wi-Fi where I have connected. I can find it out from there also. This is my public IP address. 124.123.96.0. What do we call? This is the public IP address. And this IP address by ISP is Hyderabad zone, city Hyderabad, region Telangana, India. These info we are getting here. So this is the public IP address. If you go back, becoming slow. It's becoming hot. You need to bring a fan. In there, I'll bring a fan, guys. So here, if you will check the public IP is reachable or not, so you can just simple you can type ping space 124 dot 123 dot 96 dot 101. See what it is saying. Pinging means we are testing whether the network is on or not. So it is telling yes, it is pinging. We are getting the reply. We are sending 32 bytes. It's taking time 2 millisecond. Time to leave is showing 64 second. Time to leave in it is not in second. 64 it is showing. Packet sent for receive for loss 0. It is reaching. Means this is public IP. That's why it is reachable. If you type private IP, you can type anything. Private IP, let's say you can select whatever I have used 172.168 dot let's say 6 dot 1 or 2, something like that you can write here. It will not be reachable because it's a private IP. So private IP is not reachable on internet, but public IP is reachable on internet. That you need to remember. I hope I made it clear to everybody. Is it clear? See here,
Yes,
all
sir.
the packet is lost. Now I'll bring you back to the same place. So when we say public is reachable, private is not reachable. So whenever we are learning about this deployment, we are learning about deployment means we are learning about only public IP or private IP, guys. What do you say? This deployment we were learning about public or private? Anybody?
Public and private, sir. Both.
Both, sir.
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Can say both, but whatever the calculation which I have shown you, it was related to private only.
Private. Yes.
Private only. It was related to private only. And whenever you need to get it public, or if you need to make it public, then you have to request. You have to purchase this public IP address. Either you can purchase a static IP or you can purchase a dynamic IP. See, basically, if you see here, uh, okay, I'll create again this one. I'll just close this one and I'll minimize it. And now I'll open. What do we say? This also I'll close and I'll open what I was thinking to open paint again so that it will be a little bit fast. The paint screen is visible to everybody. It's visible, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when I said IP, guys, so IP basically we are able to see if the IP is reachable from the internet, we can call it public, right? And if the IP is not reachable from the internet, we used to call private. क्या है यार ये private? Public, it is public and private. So we can just write here not reachable from the internet. Guys, are you able to hear me proper?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
But
sir.
this is
What?
not
So sometimes your voice is breaking.
are you able to see this reachable and not reachable? So these both are from internet. Okay, clear? Clear,
Yes,
guys?
sir.
And then
Yes, sir. Yes.
this public IP is also of two type. We used to call static. In here we used to call dynamic, right? This used to also be of two type. We used to call static and dynamic. So static means fixed IP and dynamic means
Changes, sir.
changeable IP. Changeable IP. Static means fixed IP and dynamic means changeable IP. So if your IP is fixed in the cloud AWS, so how you will fix any IP in the AWS, guys, if you need static IP? How?
So your Wi
Sir, elastic IP.
Array yaar. When I'm bringing up something important, you know, that time only it start breaking. I don't know which application is creating problem here.
Sir, I think your audio jack may be causing the problem, sir.
Audio jack is USB.
USB.
It's a USB. It is not creating any issue. This pad, it seems.
OBS Studio. I want to check
Okay,
that one.
OBS Studio you are saying, right?
Yes.
Even I'm
Maybe.
thinking so. So either I'll stop recording. Um, okay, we will discuss on it. I'll discuss with Harsha. So till here it is clear, guys. So my question was, if you are bringing up the public IP address and it should be static, so what type of IP you need? Somebody has given the answer. What will be it, guys?
Elastic IP.
Elastic IP. Very good.
Elastic
So
IP.
we
Yes.
will be getting elastic IP, which is a fixed IP plus public IP both. And now dynamic IP, which auto assign, which is getting
Sir, it
auto.
is not understandable. Your voice is breaking a lot.
same here, sir.